I love this man, and he's got a heart for God, and he's got a heart for our country. And so he is going to open with prayer.
We know, oh God, today that they are militant groups today that would like to separate us, like to destroy and take away our greatness. We know that there's groups today that have brought havoc to our great cities across America and brought anarchy and division. And we know that there's groups today against our great police that give us safety and peace in our land. And Lord, we just ask for your Holy Spirit to come against those groups, this militant marxist groups, Lord, that would destroy us from being a greatness. I pray against them, Holy Spirit. I pray today, oh God, that you, Lord, help us and give us the favor we need with people. And God, your favor today, Lord, help us, Lord, today to be the great country and continue to be the great country that you want us to be.
That save a wretch like me, and grace will lead me home by the dawn's early light. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
You, joyful warriors and patriots, have watched this past year as your tyrannical governments have separated you from your churches, from your schools, from your prosperity, right? From your families, from your businesses. You've watched it happen right in front of your eyes. But now you know you can call all this up and fight back, because that's what we do. We fight back.
I've known Eric Greitens since well before he ran for governor. I met with him before he announced that run, in fact, and then I watched the establishment of our own party in Missouri fight him every step of the way, and then he became governor, and then I watched some of the members in the establishment in our own party team up with some George Soros-backed prosecutors in the city to persecute him and eventually run him out of office. And I couldn't be happier to be here today knowing that he's back in the race.
That the whole purpose of government is to help keep our people free. That's it. It's not tell us how to run our lives, not what we can't believe, who we should cancel. That's not what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to keep ourselves free.
Ever since I was on active duty, we have had a diverse military. They're talking to the American people like we're all a bunch of neo-Nazis and KKK flag. What is wrong with them? We are the most unified military in the world. China, you think they're going to diversify their military? As they run over us? What about this whole system? They decided they got to have the women in ground combat. That is the biggest, dumbest, idiotic idea I've ever heard in my life. I don't care what anybody says. Well, she passed the training. Guess what? That training goes for 4 years. Women have 20% less lung capacity, 45% less muscle mass. And you're going to tell me she's going to stand up to an ISIS fighter on methamphetamines? Up in the morning with the rise of sun, gonna run all day till the sun is done. Now motivation, motivation, dedication, dedication, motivation, motivation. Nothing never hard, now practice gonna run the line. Democrats will be behind now. Motivation, motivation, dedication, dedication.
The radical left targets those that they're afraid of. That's what they do. They target those that they're afraid of and try to take them out. That's what they tried to do to Eric. But they couldn't do it.
Somebody like Eric would always have been someone be excellent for public office. I mean, you saw what he could do. He made more changes in the time that he was governor than probably your last 4 governors. Right? Certainly than my last 4 governors. Particularly the one we have now. Jeez. Democrats are crooks. That's not a joke. I know the press doesn't believe it, but they're crooked in Boston, they're crooked in New York, they're crooked in Philadelphia, they're crooked in Detroit, they're crooked in Atlanta, they're crooked in Minneapolis, they're...
Robertsville.
What about St. Louis? You can tell the places where the most cheating took place, because the Democrats were smart enough to think, we're going to do it in cities that we own. Where we own these cities. We own all the crooks in these cities. The election board, I lost my first race by 30,000 votes, I believe. And I was told in order to overcome the cheating, I had to have 50,000 votes. So it was the day in which you didn't challenge elections, so I didn't challenge it. Afterwards, we found out that a lot of dead people voted against me. And the first time I was told that, I was really upset. And I said, we got to change it next time. We're going to spend time campaigning in the cemeteries. They're trying to make us a socialist country. Maybe they're trying to make us a communist country. I'll tell you what they want to make us. They want to make us a country that doesn't believe in God. They're afraid of God. All socialists and communists are afraid of God. It was called Marx's great fear. Because if you believe in God, there's something more important than socialism and communism. Something more important than Stalin or Mao or Castro or Maduro or the damn Democrat Party. There's something more important than that. They don't control your rights when you believe in God. It's also not an accident that they've been brainwashing our children in school for 20 years. Shame on us! We just realized it! Damn it, we gotta fight back! And I don't mean, please, I don't mean violently. We're not them. You know, the big insurrection on the January 6th is the only insurrection in which a shot wasn't fired. Ha-ha, except one. An innocent Trump supporter, a woman, military, unarmed, shot by a police officer. Can you imagine if I switched races a little? Would we have had protests? Huh? Unarmed black woman, shot by a white police officer? We got a party in the White House that up until a few weeks ago wanted to defund the police. And now they're saying Republicans wanted to, I mean, they just lie. And the media lies for them.
Defund the media!
Well, all right. We're also living under the biggest censorship ever imposed in the history of this country. This is a country that believes in free speech. We do not have free speech. They claim the government doesn't control these companies. They're private. Like hell, they're private. They're all Democrats. They're all crazy left-wing Democrats. They all have insane ideas about human sexuality, about race, about economics. They want us all to have equal amount of pay except for them. Except for Zuckerberg and the other, whatever they are. In 2022 and 2024, we'll be the strongest we've ever been. We believe in God if we want to. We can defend ourselves and we have a right to bear arms. We have the right to free speech. Even they have a right right to say what they want. I can say no. I can say I disagree. I can even say you're stupid and idiotic. I just can't stop you from speaking.
I remember when I took the oath of office, when I took the oath to serve in the United States military, I took an oath to defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. And domestic. And folks, let's be clear. We have a fight on our hands for this country, and we're here to let the mainstream media know, and let the left know, and the establishment know, and let the rhinos know that we are going to win, and we're taking back our country. We are taking back our country. This is our country. This is our country, and we are taking it back. A couple folks on my team came in and they said, "Hey, Eric, you need to know, you just got sued by the Satanic Temple." And I said, "Guys, if Satan's lawyers are coming after us, we're doing something right. We are doing something right." You want to know what scares the left? You want to know what scares the mainstream media? President Trump scares them.
Yeah.
The truth scares them. And you know what scares them most of all?
The people.
You scare them. You scare them. It's patriots who are standing up. Patriots standing up against the mainstream media. You being here today, being courageous, being unafraid, you are striking fear in the hearts of the left. And that's what we're going to do every day. That's what we're going to do every day. They're attacking the First Amendment, trying to silence Donald Trump, the President of the United States of America.
Yes.
And you know what? He will not be silenced, and neither will we. But the fact is, we're going to stand up, we're going to defend ourselves, we're going to defend our fellow citizens. We're going to stand up, and together, we're going to make sure and we're going to make very clear that this is our country, this is our state, the state of Missouri, these are our cities, and if Antifa comes to Missouri, we're going to defeat them. That's what we do. That's what we do. The whole world stood on the shoulders of Mayor Rudy Giuliani and Bernard Kerik, and I am honored that they are here with us today.
This first sergeant salutes you. God bless you. Anything I can do for you, I'm a retired officer too.
Awesome. Washington, she told me to tell you that she loves you. I love you too. You guys are wonderful.